Hi guys, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. This segment's all about job searching, so I welcome you guys all. And also shout out to some people who have been supporting me. So anybody that's been supporting and been kind to me, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love. Shout out to Sandy Zin, who just posted and tagged me on a post. If you're not connected to Sandy, you need to connect to Sandy. She truly is a powerhouse when it comes to whole networking. She's killing it. She has also started her own business. So Sandy Zin, congratulations. So let's see, first of all, if we're live. So if you are tuned in to this segment live with me, I want you to do two things right now. First, I want you to introduce yourself to me. Let me know where you're tuning in from so that I know you are here with me. I love to talk to you. I would love to know who you are. I would love to hear from you. So please comment below in the comment section. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in the below in the comment section. If you have any suggestions for me, you can more than welcome to type that below as well. A couple months ago, someone made a suggestion to me, and I took it and I started to do private Zoom Q&A section where you can hop on Zoom and ask me any question. Individual pointed out that, sometimes you are employed, you don't want to ask questions because your employer is watching, and hey, can you conduct some of these sessions privately? And I took that feedback and I did it. I've been doing Zoom coaching. Sure, it hasn't been planned out. I just kind of do it when I have time and I pop on. So please let me know if you have any suggestions for me. I'm truly here to help as many people in the job search as I can. That's why I run these sessions. Speaking on truly helping, some people, may not see that part in me, that I'm truly here to help. I had two people a little bit insult me in the last 24 hours, which got me thinking, though these people have followed me and so on, but every person out there that is a career coach or selling or running a business isn't out to get your money. I'm definitely not out here to get your money. That has never been my goal. Yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Yes, I run a business, but I'm running a business based on solving problems, solving your pain point. My coaching business actually was driven from me as an HR professional, seeing all the things you as career professional / job seekers, the mistakes you were making when I was interviewing you. And when I'm interviewing you, I can't sit there and pause the interview and start coaching you, because at that moment, that's not my job. At that moment, my job is to interview candidates and find the best candidate for the hiring manager. So that's what drove me to start coaching, because I see it sitting on the other end, opposite side from you, on the other side of the table. I see all the mistakes you're making. That's what drove me to start my coaching business and start coaching people. Now, coaching, no, is not free. I've had someone say that, oh, you're not helping anybody and you're just out to help yourself and make money. There's nothing wrong for wanting to make money. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Just like you as a career professional, you are in a career to make money as well. We're all making money. Like, there's no secret that we are all working to make money, to feed ourselves, to have a roof on top of our heads, to have clothes on our bodies. There's no shame in that. So let's stop shaming people for making money. Let's stop shaming people for running their businesses. Let's stop, you know how much guts it takes to go out on your own? You know how much courage it takes to go out on your own and start your own business? not knowing where your client's going to come from, not knowing where you're going to get the money from a paying client. It's a risk you take. It's not a cushioning job like working for a company. You have stability and stable income coming. There's nothing about being an entrepreneur screams stability. So please, I am going to say this respectfully. Before you make comments to another entrepreneur who you actually reached out to, I don't actually reach out to anybody. People reach out to me. Don't reach out to me. I spend hours of time. I do 20 minutes in introductory calls that do turn out to be 40 minutes to an hour long. I stay back, help as I can. I don't just look at my clock and say, "Oh, it's 20 minutes. I gotta go now." No, I actually stay and give proper solid advice, but then don't come back to me because I said, "Hey, I can further help you if you sign up for my program or my coaching program," and then come back to me and say, "Well, you're only after the money because you didn't pay me for that 1 hour free session that I did with you. You didn't pay me." So let's not resort to insults. And I'm not saying I'm the best person when it comes to handling insults. I would say I'm a work in progress. I'm much better than I was before, but it does hurt. It does hurt when you go above and beyond to help people. I've conducted countless hours of free coaching on Zoom. I show up to do these lives. That's my time to help you. But please don't then turn around and tell somebody you're only doing it for the money, because no one puts amount of hours into free coaching because they're doing it for the money. They're after your money. Because if someone was actually after your money, they will say, "Hey, no, book a call, pay me to get the advice, pay me to speak with me." So let's not resort to insults. Okay, lead by your heart. You don't want someone's service, no problem. You don't have to turn around and insult them. Someone's asking you a question, they're generally just trying to troubleshoot your problem. I'm here to troubleshoot your problem. I'm not here to take your money. You don't have to pay me a dime. I don't reach out to anybody. I am I am one person that openly, vocally say I charge for my services. It's actually even on my headline because I don't want to mislead anybody. I am very transparent in how I do my business, how I conduct myself. Transparency for me is important. I'm very transparent. You want my time, you're going to have to pay for it. Yes, I have done free coaching. I put it out on my LinkedIn post, say, "Hey, I'll be on Zoom. Come on, let me troubleshoot your problem." Last Friday, I spent 2 hours coaching one person who showed up when I said I'm doing free coaching. I spent 2 hours coaching her for free. For free. So please, okay? Coaching is not free. You're not entitled to free coaching. I know this whole time, all these decades, people have been conditioned to think that coaching should be free and mentors should be free. But let's not, times have changed, guys. Let's not knock down someone who charges for coaching because coaches really help you get results, okay? So that's enough talk on that. Let's get the segment started. If you are tuned in, please let me know where you're tuning in from. I want to know where you're tuning in from. Let me know in the comment section. Today I'm going to talk about one thing that no one's telling you when it comes to job search. Okay? So that is my topic. And the topic is the one thing no one is talking about when it comes to job search, that job search process. Job search is actually selling. It's a sales process. Your job search equals sales, and selling is helping. Like my sales coach calls it the best. Selling is helping. Okay. So one thing that no one is talking on, but everybody's talking on a cover letter. Everyone's talking about resume. Everyone's talking about ATS. Everyone's talking about LinkedIn profile, and the list goes on. But I have not heard one person out there that's saying, "Wait a minute, before you even go and write your resume, before you even go write a LinkedIn profile, before you even sit down and write a cover letter, take a pause, because first things first, you need to educate yourself on what is job searching. Job search is a sales process. Job search equals selling. You are the seller, and who's the buyer? The buyer is the hiring manager. Buyer is the employer. So you need to know that piece. You can't go sell yourself if you don't know who you're selling to and why you're selling to them. So sales process, you have to first develop your sales process. It's my sales coach called this sales mapping. So you need to map out your sales map. In job searching, you need to map up your sales map first. And what's that mapping look like? So first things you have to do before you sit down and craft a resume, before you even craft a LinkedIn profile, before you even write a cover letter, here's what you need to do. I'm going to give you, before I tell you these steps, I actually want to give you a moment to either open a Word document or notepad or grab a pen and paper to write this down, because it's going to really change how you conduct your job search. Because job search is sales, it's selling. There's a buyer and there's a seller. The buyer is the hiring manager, the seller is you. But you can't go sell if you don't know what to sell. So let me know in the comment section when you're ready for me to walk you through the steps you need to take first in order to develop your sales map before you can actually write your resume. Let me know in the comment section when you're ready and you are ready to take the notes, because I am going to give you 5 minutes to grab pen and paper or open a notepad. In the meantime, let's see who's been commenting and let's see who's here. Sandeep, how difficult is it to search job from India? Many in India charge and many youngsters got into such trap. Sorry, I don't know, Sandeep, what the actual question is here. Can you give me more details? Thank you. Money is power. Yes, money is power. I wrote a piece about this yesterday. Money, we all need money. Okay? We all need money. We need money to buy a house. We need the money to put a roof on our heads. We need money to buy clothes, to feed ourselves, to transportation, car, gas. We need money. It's a part of our life. So let's don't think money is evil. Money is not evil. We all need money. If it's a free sessions, that means your client doesn't value your work. No, a lot of Saif, that's not true. Just one or two off people that only said the comments that did, because afterwards, if they wanted more help from me, I said they need to sign up for my coaching services. If people do value your work, don't think that free is not equal to value. One thing that a lot of people say wrong, I've heard this so many times, that people only value if you pay for it. That's not true at all. People value free advice. People do. But that advice is gold, right? So people will. Sandeep Malhotra from India. Vijay ma'am, I have dropped LinkedIn messages to you yesterday. I'm not sure about the message. I don't know if you have. Also, just a disclaimer, please don't call me ma'am. I don't like that term. I don't like to be referred to as a ma'am. My name is Gurpreet. Please address me by my first name. Just another disclaimer, I don't assist people in immigrating to Canada. So if you are looking for a job and you're in a different country, and the whole purpose of you looking for a job, let's say in Canada or US, is to immigrate, and you don't have your PR, or you work permit to work here, I don't assist with that. Okay, so just being honest, I don't assist with that. So if you have messaged me from a different country and your message was, I need your help to land a job so I can get PR, and then I'm not replying back to that message. I don't assist with that. Okay, so let's begin. So who is ready to know? I'm going to walk you through the steps. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, if you are ready for this, get your pen and paper out. I am going to walk you through the steps you need to take when it comes to developing a sales map, sales strategy, sales process for your job search. Okay, I'm going to walk you through step by step what you need to do. Sorry, my phone's going off. Okay, so the first step, okay, first step you need to do is you need to identify the pain points. Okay, so let me take a step back. Imagine going to a store, when you're buying something. So just picture, I'm pretty sure all of you guys been a buyer. Imagine going to a store and then the sales rep comes and asks and start talking to you and ask how they can assist you. And all they end up doing is just talking about themselves, raving about their product, raving about the service, and just raving and talking about themselves, but really didn't touch on anything to you. Would you buy from that salesperson? Would you buy from a salesperson that just didn't take the time to understand your needs, didn't take the time to understand the problem that you're in or the challenge you're facing, didn't take the time to diagnose the problem, and went straight into just talking about the product? Would you buy from that person? Chances are no. Chances are you're not going to buy from a salesperson that just talked about themselves and the product and just raved about it and what customers are saying, versus actually taking the time to diagnose your problem and understand the challenges you're facing and the steps you've taken to troubleshoot it, but still in the same problem, right? So that's what sales mapping is all about, right? Sales process. To develop a successful job search, like a sales process for your job search, is first step is to identify the pain, the problem that a hiring manager is facing or the company is facing. You have to identify for pain, right? So in a sales map, it's called pain points. So first step is you need to identify the pain point. Second step is you need to identify the benefits someone's going to get, the hiring manager is going to get from you solving their problems. Step 3 is features. Features are your credentials, your experience, the companies you've worked for, the skills. So that's kind of like the future aspect. But let me dumb this down in simpler terms. What you need to do is first steps first. You need to identify the pain point. Okay. You need to identify the desired outcome and result that the hiring manager is looking for, the company is looking for. And then you need to position yourself as a solution to that problem. That's what sales is all about. Sales process is built on helping, solving problems. Every single product you have bought, take a moment and reflect. Every single product you've bought, it helped solve a problem for you, a problem that you were struggling with. For example, everybody has a smartphone. Okay, so let's use this for example, a little gadget that all of us have learned to get attached to, and we can't pretty much function without these little gadgets anymore. Now ask yourself, what problem did a cell phone solve for you? Okay, first, this is a cell phone. Second, it's a smartphone. So look at the problems that this is solving. And then look at how this is benefiting you. How is having a cell phone is a benefit to you? Convenience, be able to make a call from anywhere and anywhere. So what problem did it solve? What cell phone did was it solved a problem that you can leave your house with the phone in your pocket. You don't have to be tied down to a landline. You can receive calls from anywhere. You can be anywhere outside of your house and still get the call you want. That is the problem that a cell phone solved, right? Second, the benefit is the convenience of having it with you in your pocket. Excuse me. Okay? Benefit is the convenience of being able to leave your house and knowing that if there's an important call you want, it's gonna come. Convenience of knowing that, hey, if your car breaks down, you have a cell phone and you can call. You don't have to get out of your car and walk to a payphone. So now we don't even see payphones anymore. That's interesting. I just, as I'm talking, I'm picturing, yeah. Before we used to see payphones in Canada. So if you lived here long enough to have seen a payphone, then you know what I'm talking about. But before we had payphones, kind of like almost in every corner, like near a bus stop, major intersections, there were payphones so that you can make a call. Now we don't see them anymore because everyone has a smartphone, right? The convenience it brought to our lives was the benefit was that you can have a phone with you. And first of all, these didn't come with these sizes, they were little big ones. I remember in 1999, I was in high school when my dad gave me and my sister a cell phone. It was like a brick, it was like a pretty big thing. Me and my sister were the first people in our high school to actually have a cell phone. My dad gave it to us just out of convenience if you need to get in touch with our parents and so on. So it was the convenience, it's the benefit of having a phone in your pocket. It was with you. You don't have to run to a payphone, right? The convenience, the benefit it brought to our lives. Take it up into a notch come 2007 or 8 when smartphones, BlackBerry came in and Apple came out with Apple phone and BlackBerry came out with BlackBerry. I think it was 2007 maybe or 2008. Math can be a little bit wrong. And what did that bring us? Smartphone brought us everything at our fingertips. We don't have to be tied down to a computer or desktop to surf this net. We can do it from our phones. We can check emails from our phone. What it solved, another pain point, I don't know if it really solved the problem or rather created a problem, was it allowed companies to give cell phones to their employees, and now they can be in touch with their employee as well as they can check their emails on their phone and they don't have to bring a laptop at home. So the convenience and benefits, right? So ask yourself what pain points. So now how do you determine a company's pain point? You have to do homework and research. You have to do research. Okay. Now you have to research the company's pain points. How do you research and how do you identify pain points? One first step is conduct industry research. Look at the industry that you are in or the industry that you want to get into your next role. You have to know the ins and out of that industry, but you want to also identify the challenges that industry is facing. Now, COVID's created a lot of challenges. Some of those challenges we've overcome, but we're still in COVID. We're still in pandemic. Companies are still not 100% in the office, right? Still remote. So look at the challenges even COVID has created and still creating in the workplaces for employers, for the target audience you want to get into, right? The role you want to get into. Second step is to conduct research on the company before applying to a job. You want to learn about the problems that company possibly be facing, and that is so easy to do is because you have this. Everyone thinks it's not that hard, guys, to actually do homework on and do some research on identifying the pain point. Everyone thinks it's hard. It's actually not. It seems hard because it's a foreign concept to you, but when you actually start researching and Google the company name, Google the industry, and you start conducting research, you'll quickly learn that, oh my God, this is so easy. You can identify and discover so many things prior to applying to a job role, prior to even speaking to a hiring manager, to kind of know. It's about, and again, you're making a little bit of an assumption that they have this problem, but you're basing it out of research. One of the best now third step that you can take that can really help you understand what current challenges your industry and your field is facing is to actually listen to podcasts. Clubhouse, tons of people are talking about problems. Tons of people. Blogs. Next step, you can listen to podcasts daily, right? Next step you can take is you can read blogs and articles written about in your field, your industry. That's how you discover problems and challenges. Because staying current, staying relevant, okay? In order to build the sales process, this is what you have to do. Every company is doing this. Companies conduct market analysis. Before a company launches a product, they do a market analysis to understand the pain, the problem, the challenges that someone's facing, and how to position their product or service as a solution to that problem. So much research goes into it. And that's what you need to do. If you want to be successful in growing your career successfully, and you want to land those high paying jobs that are perfectly aligned with your true potential, then these are the steps you have to take. And these are the steps I've not heard anyone talk on. Everyone talks about having a resume. Everyone talks about cover letters, but even those are so generically taught. Like there's tons of people teaching generic cover letters and generic resume writing. Yes, tons. I know there's a lot of advice generically given. Just in my tutor time session on Monday for my bootcamp program, one of my clients said to me, "Oh my God, Gurpreet, your cover letter method of how you teach cover letters blew my mind." She's like, "I've been doing cover letters wrong. I've been taught to write cover letters based on just summarizing your experience and your skills, which is kind of like basically a summary of your resume. And that is wrong way to write cover letters. I actually teach cover letters. You need to write cover letters. The way I teach cover letters and the way I teach resume writing is you need to write it touching on pain points. So I call it pain point based cover letter, pain point based resume. You need to touch on the pain the hiring manager is in that you're going to solve. That's called positioning. You can't position yourself if you don't know the problems you solve. You don't know how company's going to benefit you. So mapping up your sales map is 3 things that go into is pain points, benefits, and futures. Okay. Now the next step is now you can develop a sales process. We call it the sales funnel. And in the funnel, we have 4 steps: create awareness. So it's awareness, engage, nurture, and close. I know everything I'm talking on is so foreign to you, but this is what will get you in jobs faster. What I'm talking on, will grow your career successfully. This will make you stand out of the crowd and you be the sought out professional in your field. If you do what I'm telling you to do, is research pain points. Remember this, write this down. You need to be solving a pain point. What solution are you providing? Okay, there is a buyer's journey. To sum all this up, it's called buyer's journey. You can Google it, learn about it. Buyer's journey, okay? Mapping up buyer's journey. Buyer's journey. Here's how we buy, and this is what hiring is. Hiring is a buyer's journey. So how do we buy? We buy based on a problem we're facing, the challenge we're facing, the pain we're facing, and the desired results we want, the desired outcome we're looking for. For example, we buy detergent because the problem we're in is we have dirty clothes. We have stain on our clothes. In the summertime, we got a grass stain on our clothes. And the solution, the desired outcome we're looking for is that we want clean clothes, but we want clean clothes in one shot. I want a detergent. I know I do. I want a detergent that will clean my clothes in one round. When I put it in my washing machine, I want it to come out clean. All the stains gone, right? So then we start identifying the outcome we're looking for. And now we're going to go look for a detergent that solves our problem and gets us the desired outcome result we're looking for. So the solution is the detergent, but not just any detergent. There's so many varieties, right? There's so many different brands of detergent. And ask yourself what determines which brand you buy. Like I buy Tide, and I've always bought Tide for many years. I've tried other detergents, but I always then come back to Tide because no one's giving me the results that I want like Tide does. So I stay with Tide. A lot of people, when I run this exercise, see the same thing. I have Tide, right? So just look at your buying habits. That is what hiring process is. So sum up this call today, this talk. Hiring is a buyer's journey. Remember this, write this down. Hiring is a buyer's journey. Buyer's journey consists of 3 things: problem, desired outcome, and the solution that's going to get the desired outcome and fix the problem. So problem, desired outcome, solution to getting that pain solved and getting desired outcome. So you now have to position yourself as a solution to the problem. You can't position yourself as a solution to a problem if you don't first take the time to identify the problems, the pain that's happening right now in your industry and in the field you are in. So listen to podcasts, conduct market analysis, do research, read blogs and articles. Also forgot to mention, attend industry specific webinars. Attend your field specific webinars. There are tons of webinars happening every single day or every single week that are free in your industry. I attend a lot of free webinars in my profession, which is HR, my field of expertise. So if you want to get hired and you want to make more money in your career, you have to master your craft. You have to be 10 steps ahead of the game. You should always know what are the problems that are happening in your field, in your profession at any given moment. And how do you then go into verifying that these problems exist? That's your starting point of a conversation with the hiring manager. You now don't need to reach out to hiring managers and pitching yourself, talking about yourself. Instead, now you are going to reach out to them saying, based on my research, hey, hi, X and X, I've noticed that, currently in our industry, in IT, here's the current challenges when it comes to telecommunication. Because COVID's created X, Y, and Z challenges. Hey, are you facing this challenge? That becomes your starting conversation now. And see how that is different from you going and reaching out to a hiring manager just to pitch yourself, talking on your experience. I have X amount of years experience. I have this skill. And you pretty much copy and pasting your cover letter, and then you attach your resume. Which one will get you faster results when you're a faster ROI on your time? You sending and pitching yourself, or you sending a message and reaching out to hiring manager and actually touching on a potential pain that they might be facing? Which one would you pick? Which one you think will give you a faster result? Let me know in the comment section. So let me know in the comment section. Also, I'm open to Q&A. About 10 minutes before I have a call at 4 p.m. I have 10 minutes to answer anyone's questions. Feel free to type them below in the comment section. And if you want me to do a private free Zoom coaching tonight, let me know in the comment section, because I will do it. I do have some time around 8 p.m. so I can conduct that free Zoom coaching where you can come and talk to me directly. But let me know in the comment section. So to sum it up, the best way you can grow your career successfully is you need to sell. You need to learn how to sell. Without selling, you will not be successful in keep growing your career, and you won't be successful to land those high paying jobs. let's face it, you work really hard, you are talented, you're a talented individual, you have the right skills, you have all the tools and skills and resources that the companies benefit from. You need to benefit from it yourself too. You need to get paid your worth. Okay. I hope this segment has helped you. Let me know. Feel free to DM me. Let me know in the comment section if today's segment that I conducted on job searching is selling. Let me know if this helped you in any way. Please let me know in the comment section if this has helped you. Feel free to DM me as well, and let me know. Okay. So let's see if you have any questions. I'm gonna go through any questions that you've had. Just type in below in the comment section. I've applied for CINP under, okay, but my NOC is not coming in the pool. Assist me if I can get it. Vijay, I'm so sorry, but I actually have no knowledge about immigration or PR, because I've been fortunate enough that my father immigrated to Canada in early 70s and I'm born and raised in Canada. I don't know anything about what you're talking about because I have no knowledge. Don't have the experience, and nor did I went through the immigration process. As Saif also indicated, lawyers assist in immigration. Your best bet is to either speak with the lawyer or speak with an immigration consultant. I am not an immigration consultant. Working and making money from my cell phone. Okay, Zach, yes, we can also work and make money from our cell phones now. So this has truly changed our lives. Okay, I know there's a little bit of a delay from StreamYard to LinkedIn, so I'll stick around for a few more minutes to see if there's any questions that any of you may have that you would love for me to answer. So if you have job search related questions, career related questions, please type them below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay, looks like there's no questions. So thank you so much for tuning in. As I said, if you would love to hop on Zoom with me, I'm open to doing a free Zoom coaching Q&A session tonight around 8. Let me know in the comments. So if you type, you got to type it in the comment. If I have enough response, I will then do a Zoom Q&A, private Zoom Q&A session tonight at 8 where you can feel more comfortable openly asking anything you want to without your employer knowing. So on that note, oh, there's a question. Thank you kindly, Gurpreet. Can you kindly touch on value-driven life and approaching a career with values? Saif, I kind of need more information. Can you give me some clarity on what do you mean? I don't know if I kind of follow your question. Can you kindly touch on value-driven life and approaching a career with values? I need more. Can you give me more examples or clarity on what you're asking? I think I have an idea what you're asking. You should never compromise your values. What you need to do is you need to have, we all have values. So first identify what your values are. I don't believe in those core values and then the sub values. Values are values. We all have them. We've all been raised for values. And you can't change your principle, like, don't change your values to mold into the company, to adapt to a company. Instead, what you should do is you should align your life values, values, what you stand for, to work with companies that have the same values like you. That's another thing I teach. There's another thing I teach as a career coach, that it is so important to know what's important to you, to know your values, identify them, write down your values, and what are you looking in an employer? What type of values do you want the employer to have? What type of work environment do you want to work for? It is so important to get clarity and crystal clear on what it is that you want. Saif, I hope that helps. How to get first break in the energy sector. I do not have any hands-on experience in the same as my co-op was in the manufacturing industry. Okay, this is a great question. A lot of new grads think that they don't have experience, or even when people are transitioning careers, leaving one field and getting into another field. So new grads, you think you don't have experience, you actually do. Those your school projects are your experience. If you did any lab work, that is your experience. Experience isn't about someone paying you. I think that's the biggest misconception I've seen over the years, is that automatically a lot of people are assuming that work experience only is experience only equals work experience in terms of paid experience. Experience is experience. As a new grad, your experience is your school projects, the labs you've done, experiments you have done. Those are your experience, and you need to position those projects, those labs as experience. The key is positioning. Key is positioning. Okay. So, Fanny, I hope that helps. And again, if you had more questions, feel free to type them. I have to go, guys, now because I have a call at 4 p.m. But if you want me to do a private session tonight on Zoom and you want to talk to me and get your questions answered, I think it's so important, when we're job seeking to, you know, to there's so much noise out there. There's so much jumbo mumbo out there. Tons of advice, tons of free advice, and you kind of get lost in it, and you don't know which one to follow. Um, like I had a woman last week that showed up in a year and a half. She's been struggling for a year and a half. She has listened to tons of YouTube channels on job searching, Googled job searching, read a lot of blogs, but she's still struggling. And I was able to troubleshoot her problem when she showed up on Zoom. And the coaching I did with her was total opposite of what she was learning from YouTube channels and Googling, because my advice is totally different from any other person's advice out there, because I'm not telling you to copy and paste a resume or copy and paste a cover letter as your summary, or here's a template and here go write your resume and that talks on you, or have an elevator pitch which just talks about you, profile summary that talks about you. I don't teach these gimmicks. What I teach is everything I learned as an entrepreneur, which was sales. I'm teaching you sales technique in terms of that the hiring manager understands. Okay, your resume is your marketing ad, sales ad, commercial ad. Your LinkedIn profile is your website. It's supposed to generate leads for you. Okay, so again, I have to go. I would love to speak on this more. Hop on Zoom. If I get enough response in the comments of yes, please do a Zoom session tonight, and I'm gonna pop and I will show up, I will do it. So just let me know in the comment section, tag me and say yes, do a Zoom session tonight, and it will be at 8 p.m. Okay, so good afternoon, guys. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and hopefully if I get enough response, I will do a Zoom session tonight. Thank you. Bye.